What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kai, and I'm back with another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Kai. You are tuning into my YouTube channel. It must be Kai. Definitely go ahead, hit that like, comment, and subscribe button before we get right into this video, where I'm going to be telling y'all how y'all can make your natural hairstyle, whatever hairstyle you are wearing, last the longest. Because y'all know I be rocking my styles for a good week and a half, 2 weeks. So if you want to know my secret to this, definitely stay tuned. All right, y'all, so I kind of had a hard time trying to figure out what to call this video, because I was like, natural hair longevity, because I'm not just talking about a wash and go, I'm talking about a natural hairstyle as such, okay? And if you know, I really be rocking my natural hairstyles, whether it's a style or a wash and go. I can rock it for like 2 weeks until I get tired of it. And I feel like some of us, we do need a break that way, because depending on what you have going on or things that you have coming up, and it's like, oh, if I got a vacation and I'm going out of town on next Friday, I don't want to redo my hair before then, because I'm just gonna have to take it out and redo it before my flight on Friday for the turn up. Like, y'all know that these things come into play when we don't want to change our hairstyle at this time. Like, the time just isn't right. Like, it's pointless to change my hair right now because I have this or that coming up where I'm gonna have to change it because I want it fresh for this or that, okay? Or either, shoot, you just ain't had time to get to it, or ain't had the energy to get to it. You come home from work, cook, clean, shower, feed the dog, and you just don't have a chance to do it. So that's why I decided to do this video, and I'm gonna give y'all my top 3 tips as to how I let my natural hairstyle last for 2 full weeks. And so this style right here is about to be 1 week old in itself, and she still look good, okay? Because I was like, I just don't feel like dealing with my hair this week, and I am going to New Orleans next week, and the style that I'm doing for New Orleans, it need to be a little old. Like, it can't be brand new, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, the certain styles just need to be a little old. They don't need to be like super duper fresh, because that look just don't give all the time, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all these 3 tips as to how to make your natural hairstyle or your wash and go last as long as possible until you're ready to do something to it again. So let's go ahead and get this jumped off with number one. Number one, I done said this 1,000 times in other videos when I give natural hair tips. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Leave it alone, okay? Like, don't, when you first do the hairstyle, that is the telltale. When you first do that hairstyle, do not touch it. I'm talking about a wash and go, and I'm talking about a natural hairstyle. After you do it, tie it down or put it up and leave it. Let that style set in as long as possible. So if you decide to pick your roots out with the wash and go, don't pick your roots out or manipulate the curl, because all you're doing is shortening the time period that it's gonna last. So instead of that wash and go being able to carry you a week and a half, 2 weeks, you gonna look like a frizz ball by probably like day 6, and it's gonna be over with. So when it comes to styling your natural hair, whether it's a wash and go or a style like this, same thing with this. I put it up, and after I put it up, while it was still kind of damp, I did tie it down, and I left it for maybe like a good 9 to 10 hours and did not mess with it at all. I took the scarf off, went to work, and she was good, and I haven't had to touch it ever since. Everything is still sleek and in place, and all I do in the morning is wake up and do the baby hair. That's it. And that's what I mean by don't touch it, especially not too much when you have a particular style in your hair. The only thing that you're going to be needing to mess with on a day-to-day basis is your edges. You see where I'm going with this? So if you have a hairstyle like this, or if you have a wash and go, the only thing that you need to be messing with, the way my style be lasting like 2 weeks, like I have a bun in whole 2 weeks. I have a wash and go for whole 2 weeks. And I'm like, how? And it still look good, but it's just because I don't touch it. All I do every morning or every day, if I'm finna run out the house or whatever, is my edges. That's it. Because baby, edges make a look. Because my hair could be on day 13 and I'm getting tons and tons of compliments on it, and I'm like, are y'all seeing the same thing I am? Like, my hair is really, really old, but baby, the baby hair just pulls it all together and it make folks think that your life is good, okay? So don't touch it. If you have a style or a wash and go, don't touch it. Don't manipulate it too much. Don't mess with it. And that's how you keep it long lasting. Like my bun has looked like this every single day. When I take it out the bun, my bun still look like this. Still looks like this, okay? I'm not unrolling it or rewrapping it. I'm not doing any of that stuff to it, okay? So with that being said, that's my number one. Let's go ahead and get into number two. Number two is going to be refresh as needed. So when I say refresh as needed, I know I just said don't touch it, but I'm talking about don't touch it when you initially do it, and don't mess with it and manipulate it every single day. But if you need to refresh it, refresh it. So for example, tonight when I get in the shower, I'm gonna wash my baby hair off. I'll probably, when I refresh this, I actually spray the base, and then I get gel in my hand and reapply the gel to this base part. So that's what I mean when refresh as needed. And I'll do the same thing in other natural hairstyles, as in I'll just add a little bit of water to it and reinforce that gel. And same thing with the wash and go. Y'all already know I have a video that shows you how to refresh your wash and go. Only do that as needed, okay? As needed, because as of right now, I don't feel like I need to refresh this yet, and this is a week old. But probably when we get midweek, I am gonna need to spray it and just apply some more gel to hold it down better and set it again. But I will not take the ponytail holder out and redo it, because then I could just forget it. I might as well start over with my hair, right? So that is my number two. Refresh it as needed, but not too much. So if you're trying to have your hair last for 2 weeks or a week and a half, you might only need to go into refresh one time, and be very strategic about when that time period is. Don't go in too early, or don't go in like the day before you're about to take it out, but somewhere in the middle, and you can refresh it and keep going. Okay, so refresh as needed. Okay, don't do too much, because then it's like, now I got too much product on my hair, now I gotta wash it out anyway. See where I'm going with this? So you see how number one and number two kind of tie in together. This is a whole like process that my brain goes through, like over the 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, when I do this hairstyle, I know I'm not gonna be able to touch my hair, mess with it, or change the style for about a week and a half, because I'm real busy. That means I need to make sure this style is nice and set, and don't touch it once I put it in. And then probably midways through, I'll go in and refresh it, and that'll take me the rest of the way home. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the last one, because this is not a long video. I just wanted to be quick tips that can help you, okay? Because sometimes we need this. All right, so number three is I think all of these are equally as important, but number three, wrap it up. Wrap it up, okay? When I am at home, I have a bonnet on, I have a scarf on, something that's gonna help the longevity of your hair. When I come in from work, I put that wash and go right into a pineapple in the bonnet, and it stays there for the rest of the evening, and it comes out the next morning. But if I just leave my hair out and I go in the kitchen and I'm cooking and I'm sitting on my couch and I'm rolling around, same thing with this. If me and babe want to be cute and have, a fun night or whatever, I can't just have this out. Especially if I know that I gotta leave this in for a minute, because realistically, this is gonna stay in my hair. I think I did this Friday. It hasn't been a full week yet. I did this on Friday. It's currently Wednesday, and I'm not gonna take this out and redo my hair. I leave for New Orleans on next Thursday, so I probably will not take this out to do my hair until next Tuesday. So I got another week with this, if we just being honest, and I'm gonna try to make it last as long as I can, because ain't no point in doing it in between style. So that is why after this camera cuts, I'm putting this bonnet on. I'm laying this down, okay? And that's just gonna help with the longevity of your style. So if you are not wrapping it up and laying it back down soon as you get home, or wearing a bonnet and you're just letting it go when you just come in every day, your hairstyle is not going to last as long as you need it to. It's not gonna last that week and a half or 2 weeks, okay? So that's my number three. Just to give y'all another rundown again. Number one, don't touch it. Number two, refresh it as needed. And number three, wrap it up. Okay, and that's what I'm about to do with this video. So y'all comment down below the longest that you have ever gone without touching your hair, whether you had to wear a turban, a bun, or a wash and go. Because the longest I've been was a full-on 2 weeks. I've never been past 2 weeks before, but y'all let me know down in the comments. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Y'all be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope these tips were helpful, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.